Hi, I'm Helen Whedon and I handle marketing and communications for what was previously the Satellite Interference Reduction Group and is now the Satcoms Innovation Group. And I want to take a few moments to just talk through why we made the change, what it means for the group, what it means for our members, and what it means for the industry as a whole. Over recent years, the Satellite Interference Reduction Group, IRG, has made some real headway with interference reduction. And what we believe is happening is that interference is becoming less of a problem for operators. In some cases because they are more able to avoid it, better equipped to avoid it, and in other ways because they're better equipped to resolve it quickly when it does happen. A lot of the operators have really quite extensive measures in place. So although it's not solved by any means, it is definitely less of a massive issue than it was even sort of a few months ago. So what this change in the interference of the group, that suddenly interference is not as big a topic, and so IRG as it stands is in danger of becoming less relevant, because although interference still needs solving, is it really worthy of a full membership budget? But at the same time, as a group, we have a lot of relevance, we have a lot to offer the Satcoms industry. And I think by widening our remit, we're able to bring some of that same expertise and some of those same initiatives to other areas. So IRG has a number of important qualities in terms of driving innovation and technology, in terms of lobbying regulators, and in terms of being a forum at the engineering level. I don't think there are any other groups where they're creating networking opportunities at that level, where engineers and operations people are coming together to discuss challenges. And we also help with troubleshooting support. So there's been many times when members have asked for specific support with instances of interference. We have a pool of experts who are able to offer advice and guidance. And I think a lot of those things are really quite unique. With so much innovation and change happening within the Satcoms industry, we as an industry need to be proactive about that. And there are so many other topics that need addressing where we can really make some improvements to enable the satellite industry to embrace these new changes and challenges. So although interference will remain an important topic, it is just one of many other topics, and those will evolve and change as the industry changes. Over the years, IRG has had a number of successes. Operators are more easily able to share information and experience with each other. And that's because they've been in a room together, they know each other. So the operation staff experiencing a problem from one operator know exactly who to phone at another operator because they've sat in a room with them, they've shared a beer with them, and they have those relationships. IRG has also fostered innovation. When you've got a solution provider sitting in a room full of satellite operators who are explaining a case study or talking about a specific challenge, then what happens is those solution providers go away and think, okay, this challenge needs solving. And that's what's been happening. And we've had some amazing tools come out having been developed from those conversations. Also, IRG has achieved industry standards such as the Carrier ID standard. And that was quite an event as well, because it brought together lots of competing manufacturers who worked together to get to that point. So what all of that means is that we're getting some interference can be avoided altogether thanks to some of these tools and some of this awareness. But even when interference does happen, the time to resolution is much, much quicker than it has ever been before. And the operators have a whole range of tools at their disposal to combat interference. Given that success, imagine what could be achieved for other areas of the satellite industry. what we're trying to achieve with the Satcoms Innovation Group is to promote innovation in the satellite communication industry to improve operational efficiency and reduce impact, which will ultimately save time and money for the industry. So that's about promoting innovation, which will reduce the risk of service impacting events, improve operational efficiency, and essentially improve overall quality of service. And it's also about continuing to promote that industry cooperation at the engineering level, so that those engineers can come together, they can discuss challenges and find solutions and ultimately improve processes. And it's also about lobbying regulators and other groups on behalf of the entire industry. So essentially, the way in which we're going to drive that will be many of the same ways that we've been doing currently. So that includes events, although we'd like to look at extending event partnerships. That includes promoting innovation. And so if any of our members have an innovative project that they are working on, please tell us about it so that we can help drive that forward and promote it through our channels as well. It's about continuing to lobby. It's about sharing those experiences through the meetings that I've mentioned, but also on the website, other forums, and just continuing a lot of the same ways in which we've been carrying those messages across with IRG, but with a much broader set of topics. In short, that means everything that we've been doing before, plus extra. So, bearing that in mind, why join the Satcoms Innovation Group or continue to be a member? So, there's different motivations depending on who you are. If you're an operator, it means you get to network with other operators. It means that you can find ways to improve efficiency through the ways that other operators are doing something or through new tools that are brought to market, and find ways to reduce errors. But you can also bring your challenges to others in the group. And ultimately, we hope all of this means that you can save money. From a manufacturer or solution provider point of view, of course, that gets you in front of customers. It also helps you to learn the challenges that are being faced by your customers so that you can bring solutions aimed at those specific challenges. And we can help you promote those solutions to hopefully make you some money. And from a satellite user perspective, you can network with providers, you can learn how you can then reduce errors and maximize efficiency on your satellite equipment, and also network with other satellite users and learn about new solutions that will ultimately save you money. What we'd really love now is input from anyone in the industry. Whether you're a member or not, let us know what topics we should be focusing on. Let us know what innovative projects you're working on. And keep an eye on this space because we'll be announcing initiatives soon. And in the meantime, any comments, questions, feedback, please do get in touch.